Welcome back, racers. This is Crank Spanker for Diecast for Life. And we are going to be starting race number 5, heat number 2. And we're going to be looking at the 4 vehicles involved. First, we have Josh, hailing from Pennsylvania in his BMW M3. Next up, we have Hot Wheel Racer Mike. He's out of Ohio in his Jaguar. Third, we have Brian. He is out of Washington State in the Mustang Fastback. And last, we have Jason S. He has the Ford pickup, and he's out of Indiana. Let's go to the course. Here we are. Same course, different heat. So it looks like we have Brian and Jason in front, and then we have Hot Wheels Racer Mike and Brian in the back. First corkscrew, second corkscrew. Looks like Jason's taking off here, solo, through the chute clean, through the loop, and the corkscrew.
See that?
Alright folks, we're going back to watch this again. Through the chute, he's in the near lane. Looks nice and clean, plenty of speed. Through the first loop. The second loop, he loses control, and he switches lanes to the outside lane.
Wow.
Man, that was as clean a run as it could be. You know, good weighted truck and all. Let's see if anybody else is left on the course. And it looks like we have Brian. He'll pick up 3 points for second place. Josh unfortunately fell off, and Hot Wheel Racer Mike, he hit the asphalt, I guess, going through second corkscrew. Race number 2, Jason and Josh in the front, Hot Wheel Racer Mike, and Brian in the back on the opposite lanes. First corkscrew, second corkscrew, power slide for Jason, gains another 5 points in a first place finish. Both Josh and Hot Wheel Racer Mike and Brian are left stranded with points. Here we are, race number 3, Eben with the release. Hot Wheel Racer Mike, he's having a little difficulty trying to get through that second loop. Josh picks up 5 points, first place, and more points for Jason, 3 points. And Brian gains a third place for 2 points. So going into race number 4, Jason has a pretty commanding lead right now. It looks like Josh and Brian are going to fight it out, or Hot Wheel Racer Mike can easily get a first place finish for some points. Lucky bounce there for Jason. Hot Wheel Racer Mike, he's jammed up in there. So Jason picks up another 5 points. He's on a tear there with points. And Brian was second place. Semi-final race. Jason is pretty much stealing the show right now. Let's see who's going to get some more points here. First corkscrew, second corkscrew. We have a race here. Jason tailed off a little. We have Josh. Oh man, what a clean line. Jason just couldn't hold on. Power slides out after the chute. Josh holds on through the first loop and the corkscrew. Nice clean finish.
Look at that, top shelf.
5 points.
You press it again?
And Jason should still be on the course. There he is. Second place. Again, he's getting more points to add up. See anybody else left on? Brian or Hot Wheel Racer Mike? No, unfortunately not Mike. Brian, yes. Third place, 2 more points. Final race. We have a tie between Josh and Brian. Jason, with his Ford pickup, has pretty much dominated this entire race. He has double the amount of points from the next racer involved. First loop, corkscrew, Hot Wheel Racer Mike off, Josh off. Who's left? Brian's off. Jason, 5 more points. So it looks like we're going to have ourselves a race-off between Brian and Josh. Here we go. Brian in the near lane, Josh in the far lane. Evan with a release. Coming into the first corkscrew. Second corkscrew, looks like Josh is taking off here. Oh, through the chute, he loses control, gets too squirrely. Josh just doesn't get control of the car enough. And unfortunately, he power slides himself off the track. That's unfortunate. With Josh's unfortunate event, the big question is, did Brian stay on the course? Brian ends up advancing because he stayed on. Didn't make it through the first corkscrew, but he'll be advancing. Let's take a look at who's advanced already. To race off number 1, we have Lily and Jason S. And for race off 2, we have Brent and Brian V. Good set of cars there. Look at who's on tap here for heat number 3. We have Jacob, we have Chris W, we have Julius, and we have Michael. This ought to be a good one. Alright everybody, Crank Spanker here for Deckhouse for Life. Race on.